Fifth-year option on Jedrick Wills. What are you thinking with that? That has got to be one that the Browns are. It's got to be that's a tough call.
Yeah, I think the last couple ones, because of the way Baker Mayfield, and ultimately it didn't work with Baker, but when the decision for Baker and Denzel came up, those were easy decisions. You picked up the fifth-year option. One of them worked out, one of them didn't. That's how it works. But I wrote this article about this last night, talking about what his price tag would be once they released that. And I really had trouble going back and forth. But in the end, that $14 million that he would make, if he signed that right now and he was making $14 million, he'd be the 16th highest paid left tackle. So you got to ask yourself, do you think he's somewhere around average? Because I tend to think that's true. So if you think he's around average, then that makes sense. And I mean, this guy has got boatloads of talent at the position. There's just some questions about his motor and his desire to be out there at times. But you still got to think, what are you going to replace him with? Is there a clear and better upgrade, especially without a first-round pick? Maybe not right now. So it's going to be tough to see that number when you put it into perspective and you think about what he still can be at only 23 years old. You know, you remember some things like that, and you look at some of these other players that have blossomed in their fourth and fifth years in similar positions. And I think that they should pick it up. I think it's a little bit risky, but I'm higher on Jed than I think a lot of people are. Yeah,
I'm with you. I think, unfortunately for him, he's compared to this mythical 10th pick in the draft, and he hasn't lived up to that. He just hasn't. But he hasn't been one of the worst left tackles in the league either, I don't think.